Well, I made it to California with yet another hazmat load. Dubious of the dubious, the best YouTube subscribers on the planet. That's you. And I'm 50 plus. Yes, I'm back in California. My favorite state, right? Well, it's growing on me now because I've been here more. Well, I won't say more times than I have been the entire time I was with Swift, but pretty damn close. I didn't go to California a lot with Swift. A few times, but you know, not too many. So I was in Oregon, of course. So I drove I-5 all the way out, and I'm in Fontana. Okay, I need to interrupt you with this disclaimer. Okay. That was a pretty nice drive, I will say. It's very scenic on I-5. Now, this is California I'm talking about. I don't always bash in California because I'm driving 55 miles an hour. But it was a good 55 miles an hour. And I diffed early, but it was a really pretty drive. You know, the scenery is really nice. The mountains was really cool to drive through, and traffic was actually moving. Let me tell you something. I went on the 210. Lord have mercy. You can't drive 55 on that. Them people run you over. That's for sure. But hey, I did. I had a nice drive through California, and if I had to drive I-5 again, coming here all the way through, I guess I wouldn't be sad to do it again. So there's a kudos to California, and I went through Snoop's hometown, Snoop Dogg. I went through his hometown. I guess that's his hometown. It's named Weed, California. Everybody, you know, living there had red eyes. I'm thinking, you know, that might be where he come from, but you don't quote me on that. It just sounds, anyway, that's probably 100% bullshit. But anyway, let's talk about my hazmat load. The real reason I wanted you guys to I wanted to talk to you guys about this hazmat load isn't because hazmat is any more complicated. There's a couple more steps. Some states you have to get a permit, and Idaho was one of them. I had to get one. When it's $10, you go to the first way station you pull into with port of entry, and give them $10, and they give you a permit to drive through their state with your hazmat. And that's it, $10. It took probably 5 minutes, nothing, right? You do have to go into every scale. Regardless if you get a green light or not, you still have to go in if it's open. Make sure your placards is up, for the right hazmat that you're carrying, and it's got to be 1,000 pounds or more for you to do it, okay? The shipper should give you the placards if you don't have them. Simple thing. Outside of that, you just run like a regular load. Now, if I had run the same load with a non-hazmat, I would have made $60 less for the same run. Same thing, $60 more, just because it's hazmat. So, bottom line is, are those endorsements worth it? Is it worth it for you to get your hazmat, your tanker, doubles and triples? Of course it is. Now, let's just say, for an instance, when I drop that load off in Oregon, normally you're gonna come out of there with wood, right? But let's say there was no wood load coming out of there right then. So you gotta sit and wait for something else to come through. It might have been 5 trucks up there waiting for a load, but I got a load because I have hazmat. The other guys don't. Shoe on the other foot, what are you gonna do? Let's say you was working for Swift or Sierra England or Crete, whoever. Doesn't matter. Just who you working for. You pulling dry van. I say Swift because I know the lane where I would run from Denver to Salt Lake, or Salt Lake to Denver, and then back and forth, back and forth. In the middle of that is Little American. Right in Little America is a soap place, baking soda, Arm & Hammer. So let's say Arm & Hammer has a chemical that they use in the laundry detergent, and that chemical, of course, is hazardous material. Okay, and they send it in those big square plastic tanks in bulk. Okay, so you guys are in Denver, and you're sitting in Denver wanting to get back to Salt Lake, and there's 10 trucks out there. 4 of them got hazmat. Another 4 got tanker. You have hazmat and tanker. You're the only one that can pull that load, because you have to have tanker to pull those containers like that, and you got to have hazmat to pull the material. And they pay extra for hazmat, and they pay extra for tanker. You see? So it's like I don't know, I might step on your toe. Maybe you don't like guns, but I'm about to say it's better to have one and not need it than need one and not have it. That's a fact. And it's better to have those endorsements than to need them and not have them. And they're not hard to get. In fact, listen to me on this, okay? When you do your hazmat, you're gonna have to go get fingerprint and everything. So you can go get your hazmat, your TWIC card, passport, and then your skip in line at the airport badge in the same fell swoop at the same place. Well, not the passport, but the other ones you can. You can fix a whole lot of problems at one time, and then you can go in a lot with the TWIC card. You can go into restricted areas. Another something that you can go where somebody else can't, which means you get the load and they get to sit. I like the extra money. That's what we out here for, right? Make that money. Those endorsements are not hard to get. You're just gonna go do the same, pass the test. You pass the test to do general knowledge. You pass the test to do air brakes. You can pass the test to do tanker. Come on, man. Hazardous material. Don't let this stuff scare you. Doubles and triples. Which trailer's going to whip more? I don't know. The one with the fat ass in the back. That's easy. Come on. You guys go get that, okay? Now, I don't know if the rules have changed, but in the state of Texas, for sure, unless it's changed, when I got mine, they wouldn't let me do, when I took the stuff to get my permit, they wouldn't let me take the other ones until I actually got the license. Okay, so I had to go, when I got from the Swift school and I took the paperwork back to the DMV so I could change my permit to an actual license, that day, what the hell did they get? Oh, I'll say, so this, what the hell was this guy doing next door? Okay, this reefer guy, I met a TA, and it's a reefer guy pulled next to me, a prime guy. And I was looking at him kind of weird because he pulled in this 70 goddamn mile an hour right next to me. I don't ever park on the corner. Don't park on the ends, okay, at the truck stop. Don't park on the corner. You lose your bumper. Somebody turn the corner, rip your shit off. But I like parking real close to the end so I don't get blocked in when it's time to leave. And well, that's gonna be my next subject, okay? So we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get back to the endorsements. I couldn't get the endorsements until I came back, and then I took the tests, and then they give you a little piece of paper that you have to take to get your fingerprints and everything for the hazmat, and you're done. You're done. They send you another license, and the license will have the endorsement on the back for hazmat. Okay, so get it. All right. So now, next topic. So this guy just pulled in. He pulled in on the end. He was able to come in here like a hot rocket because he's on the end, right? Just zoom right up here. He pulled up through that spot and got across from us and then backed right into him. Easy back. Okay. But I don't park on the end because I don't want somebody to turn that cone over there and tear the bumper off my truck. So I park on the second to the end. That way, I like being close to the end because I can pull out of here. I don't have to worry about being locked in here, trapped in here, and when I'm ready to leave, you know, I can't go nowhere. But I got here because what do? We run the load hard, all the time, hard till it's done. I don't care I don't care how much time you got on it. Just run. Your 10 is, your 14, your 11 is up, go to the bump. 10 hours and 1 minute. Go back on duty. Pre-trip, start burning some fuel. Door closed, foot down. Run it till your clock is up. So now I made it from Oregon to Fontana, California. When I went off duty, I was 23 hours early. So I got all the time that y'all spend pissing around laying in the bunk. I actually got a full day. I can relax for a full day, chill. You know, make a video for y'all. But what if it rains tomorrow, which is supposed to? But what if it rains? What if somebody wreck out on the freeway or whatever? I started driving this morning at 1 a.m. Most people say you tell them I got to start driving at 1 a.m. They crying. I was already parked at noon. So the good thing about that is I can park wherever I want to. I end up parked way ahead in the back because parking with this spread axles, oh my God, cray. You can't make it. It's easier with a drive and reefer because you got tandems. But the spread axles back there, if you try to turn too sharp, the front tire starts scrubbing against the ground, man. It'll pull the rubber right off the rim. So you got to be more conservative when you're turning. Anyways, the main objective for this video is not to just tell you guys when you get ready to come out here and start running, have it made up in your mind that you hit a run, man. Run hard, get it done, and after you got it done, then you rest. Okay. Not only that, but to really encourage you guys, study for your endorsements and get the endorsements. Okay, get them. You know, you might want to get the passenger car, whatever that is. You know, I don't have it, but I'm just telling you. You know, you might want to just have fun loading your license up with endorsements. You know, you don't have any shut doors, that's for sure. Main objective is just be able to keep running. And you keep running when you have all the options in your favor. And, you know, I had all the options in mine. You know, I hope they give me another tanker load. I mean, not tanker load, another hazmat load. It pays more for the same running, man. You're doing the same job, driving a truck. You know? But because you got off your ass and got your endorsement, you get to make more money. Congratulations. All right, Ubius. Deliver undistracted, get your endorsements. Here's your boop. Boop. Oh, by the way, the guy next door, I was looking at him because when he parked, this truck started jumping and everything. I was trying to figure out what's going on. But actually what he did, he got a reefer, so he lowered the landing gears. And then I guess he pulled out from it a little bit, but I guess he just didn't want the weight of that reefer on the truck while it's parked. I don't know, a lot of guys do that, I don't know. Anyways, that's why I was looking crazy. I forgot to tell you. Bye.